And we're back. And we're back. I had to put. Can y'all see Dime? That's my dog. I had to put her on timeout, so she gonna stay in here with me today. Okay. So anyway, let me get back to what I was talking about. I have to watch it so she don't try to slip away. Yes. Now, it amazes me. First of all, you have to. One of the things that we talked about, Justice, Jackson, you got to think things through. When Will did what he did, okay, all right, he then partied there that night. The children were saying, "This how we get out." You resigned abruptly from the academy. You were in control of everything at that point. It's like, hey, this is what we do. You shot your best shot. Now they got the gun. 10-year suspension. And why is there a bidding war about a relationship potentially that happened 4 or 5 years ago? Because guess what? We want to see how you're going to react to this. We are going to humiliate you, and we're going to get in your business. For many years, people did not know what was going on in their family life. They're now going to have an opportunity to see through August's autobiography. Now, this is how I feel. He said, well, I'm not going to do one. He going to do it, and this is why. You did one with Angela Yee for free 99, okay? Now, all of a sudden, people offering you close to $1 million. You going to say no? You going to say no? And here's the situation. It's not going to be a tell-all book like I'm snitching. It's going to be, you know what? How I healed myself from this relationship. It's not going to be like that because I don't believe that he's the kind of kiss and tell kind of guy. But he would do it if it were to show how he was able to make it through that journey. Let me say something to you. Many years ago, many years ago, I remember Bishop Noel Jones saying that if you get into a contract, you make sure that it's good for you and the other person, because if you don't, somebody going to come up out of it and they're going to be mad. And that's not how you do business. When you are in that limelight and people want to know when you eat, who you date, what kind of wine you drink, what kind of toilet paper you use, everything and everyone in your life has to be screened, from the people who do your lawn to the people that fix your home, and dang show from the people that sleep in your bed. You have to have a contractual understanding of everybody's role. When an older woman, and I am going to get to that a little later, takes on the responsibility of dating a younger man, she is far superior emotionally. Okay? She's far superior emotionally. What does that mean? That means that she has that young man there for a limited purpose. And that is to maybe go out with me, have sex with me. But at the end of the day, when I'm tired of you, I'm done. From the interview that he did with Angela Yee, he fell in love with her. That wasn't a part of the agreement. That wasn't part of the understanding. But the thing about it is, follow along. When you a young man, you got ego involved. Oh, yeah. Oh, I understand you married, baby. What? I'm going to put this down. You think your greatest asset is your sexual ability. When now he realized his greatest asset was being able to walk away, was using his mind. That's a full-grown woman. Okay? I think there's an 18-year difference. You can't tell me that ain't nothing 18 years younger than me gonna put nothing on me. I'm sorry. And nor would they be successful with doing that for you. Here you are, you 40 and some 22 years old, he gonna put some game on you. Baby, listen, okay? I I done forgot more than you know. I got more game in my pinky than you that got in your lifetime, because you ain't lived long enough. You might got a little game, little something. It'd be like a mosquito bite. But let me tell you something. I got a raging dog bite. And don't play that. And he got outmanned. And that boy was hurt. And as a result, hurt people strike back. But what you should have done is, he was too young off rep. You a grown woman. Okay. And what I would surmise that you wanted from him, companionship and sex. You don't get that from a child, because a child gonna tell on you. Mommy, he did. Okay. That's a kid. That was your, if true, that was your son's friend. He was not mature enough to handle being a third wheel. Okay. He just wasn't mature enough. Many of you all listening to me are not mature enough. I know I'm not. I know that if I were propositioned by a man and a woman, and they wanted me to fulfill a responsibility with that man, and he was married, I would not be into that. I'm like, I'm sorry. I can't handle that. No way. But a younger person is so inundated. They outdone by the fabulous homes and the dime. I watched you, when I was little, I was 5 years old. I used to watch you with Aunt Viv and them. Ooh, you for real? So the excitement of a potential proposal like that, it has to be extremely flattering. Here's a young man from New Orleans. I don't believe family was very sophisticated. And even if they were, he couldn't handle that. That's a grown woman game. That's a mile high game. The average woman 40 could not handle that. Okay. So I know that a child that's 22 sure wasn't in the game. And so when the discard came, he didn't know what to do, because I'm fulfilling my role with you sexually. I know that you appreciate it, and then you just throw me away. Well, that was all you were supposed to do. You didn't have a bigger responsibility. But in his mind, he wanted to believe that there was love. And there may not have been. But grown women know, and grown men know, that what's love got to do with it? See, that's when you get mature. When you got $350 million on the floor, love ain't got nothing to do with it, okay? That's how I look at it. And nothing, okay? And carry on. What's the problem? He was a child. As a result, what happens is that I do believe that he was not mature enough. I do believe that there are many people who, despite their standing, in life, have very open relationships. I think that when he was on the interview with Angela Yee, he was saying it was during a time when their marriage went to a lifetime contract, or something to say, we entertaining people other than us in the relationship, sexually and physically. That's what I surmised it to be, but I don't know. My point being to you is this: he was too young for that. He was way too young for that. Was he attractive enough for it? Absolutely. But as my granddaddy said, everything that look good to you ain't good for you. Just because you got to make an evaluation. Yeah, he looked good. I like the way he walked. He seemed like he might got something, but is he mature enough to handle what I want? And that's the problem. He wasn't. So now what do we see? A potential bidding war. Now, if in fact he were to say, well, this is a self-help book for individuals who feel that they have been not properly treated in a relationship, would you do that? I think he'd say yes. We'll be back.
Break like travel with my